What is going on out there, peeps? All right, so there's a lot going on in Iraq as usual. All right, so we're going to cover it because there's even more exchange rate talk. So the fact that they keep talking about it is good. At least it's on their mind, and we're starting to get at least somewhere with it. All right, we're going to get into that here in just a moment. A quick reminder, everybody, I'm not sure what the hell is going to happen come tomorrow morning when we wake up on Monday. It will be the 33rd anniversary of Black Monday. And we all know how them little Freemason people are about their numbers. The 33rd anniversary being a very special day for them. But we will see. For those of you who are interested in buying some precious metals, please give our friends over at Money Metals Exchange a consideration. The link is in the description. If you're a first-time buyer and you buy more than $100 worth of precious metals, use promo code Pimpy and get a free half ounce of silver. Over here we have Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's the same name as the YouTube channel. We do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. No politics. Keep that for over here, which is the hidden things in front of your eyes. Over here we do talk about QAnon, NESARA, GESARA, current events, politics, 9/11, false flag events. Just be respectful of one another. And if you have a Twitter account, come join me over here on Twitter. I've actually been having a little fun commenting on Ice Cube's tweets, so a lot of fun. So let's get into what's going on. Like I said, there is talk, exchange rate talk. So one of the things we need to talk about is yesterday, it looks like a man went out and executed 8 people in the village, and nobody knows why. They did firing squad type of attack in the village. So now there's a lot of pressure to find out who this person was and try to figure out why the hell they did what they did. All right. Anyways, Al-Qademi leaving for Paris. He's going over there to see our boy Macron. Okay, so nonetheless, Al-Qademi is heading over to Europe. And there is a busy schedule for him. He's supposed to be going to Germany as well. So we will see, because again, he's doing what he can to reestablish himself on the international scene. It says Al-Qademi will hold several meetings with senior officials in these 3 countries and discuss development of bilateral relations with them. All right, so he's supposed to be going into Europe, Britain, and Germany. A government source previously reported to the news that Al-Qademi is made a European tour at the head of a high-level government delegation. The source of the news said that the tour includes all of London, Paris, Berlin, during which a number of agreements will be concluded at various levels. Of course, I'm pretty sure one of the things they want to talk about is getting them removed off that blacklist so that they can, really start doing business internationally. He added that in a meeting on Tuesday, the Berlin time, the dialogue will deal with bilateral relations, economic cooperation, fighting the Rona and the war against ISIS, as well as international regional issues of common interest. So he will get things done. The U.S. ambassador, which is taller, made a comment about what happened in Farhadi, crimes, and addressed requests for Iraqi authorities. So again, this is to do with, somebody executed people over there in this village. Al-Qademi's government has been exceptional about finding out quickly who these individuals are and getting them under wraps. We will see how this is handled, even though he's on tour. The central bank, a high-ranking delegation headed by Al-Qademi, will start the tour that includes France, Germany, and Britain. We just covered it. Again, it's pretty much the same thing. Here you go. The borrowing laws secure salaries for the remaining months of the current year. The Parliamentary Finance Committee confirmed that the government's request to the House of Representatives to finance the deficit that's reached 41 trillion dinars, indicating that the borrowing law will secure salaries for the remaining months of the current year. All right, so let's get it out there. We know the budgets still need to be approved. We know they're working on the year 21, 22, and 23, which is going to be very, very interesting. But anyways, the delegate or the official said there are about 38 items for current spending, including salaries, retirements, social welfare, medicine, ration cards, debts, benefits, oil licenses, and many items that fall within the budget, and in addition to investment budget that includes 72 items for stalled projects that have achieved a high rate of achievement. So good. When they say finance projects, this means stuff that will help Iraq get rebuilt. Again, this is the Prime Minister of Finance, or the Prime Minister, the Prime Minister of Finance, Alawi, talking about the same thing, the white papers, the reform papers. And basically what he's saying, and he said to the news, is right now is probably the best time ever than before. It seems, even as far as 5 months ago, this probably would not have been embraced. But he's saying that I think a lot of people, he said this thing has been, this paperwork has been identified by both scientific and objective visions, the economic and financial problems. So this paperwork has been created by the fine minds of Iraq. So it's being embraced. We'll see what happens. Like he said, this is some of it is for now. Some of it is also for the governments in the future. Just because he didn't feel like some of them would pass everything. Anyways, he said he indicates that the reform papers boldly identify the most important productive economic and financial sectors, expanding the field of investments and upgrading the private sector in the short term to advance them quickly in support of improving income and creating decent job opportunities, which would reduce unemployment and poverty rates in society, which is exactly what we want. So, to help reduce the strain on the budget, of course, if you take people who are relying on entitlement programs like welfare or unemployment, in which the government must pay out money, and you give them jobs, now they're earning money, and in addition to that, paying taxes, which is exactly what we need to see happen over there. So again, it's a long article that talks about the very same things. They identified the problems that took place in the years past, what they need to do to fix them, and how it's going to affect the economy. All right, here's the big one that everybody's talking about. More rate talk. The central bank, the dollar's exchange rate is fixed and our foreign currency reserves are good. So I told you guys, whenever we see any articles talking about the exchange rate, you can't get overly excited for good news. You can't get overly bummed out for bad news. It's just talk until they actually do something. It said the central banks confirmed Sunday that the exchange rate of the dollar against the Iraqi dinar is fixed and has not changed, indicating that its foreign currency reserves are very good and enable it to overcome the current crisis that the country is going through. The bank said in a statement it received by the news that the statement that they have spread, so what they're saying, statements that have been spread recently regarding the reduction of the Iraqi dinar exchange rate against the dollar represents the viewpoint of those who stated it and do not represent the official position of the central bank. This was accompanied by a number of rumors launched by speculators, which temporarily affected the price. So again, he's telling you this is just rumors until the CBI takes an official position. All we read about are just speculation, okay? He added that the exchange rate is fixed and has not changed, and that it is monetary policies is clear and transparent, noting that the foreign currency reserves are very good to all international indicators and in a way that enables it to overcome the current crisis that the country is going through. Okay? So again, I don't care how many articles we see. We've seen the IMF suggesting they reduce the exchange rate, which is good for us. And then there was an economist who suggested they devalue the dinar, which is bad for us. So once again, we read these articles, we digest what they're saying, but again, I don't want people getting overly emotional. Stay grounded, okay, until they make some kind of official announcement. I will let everybody know. I'm sure most other people will as well. So once again, the rate change is being talked about, and I just want people to say, hey, look, we get it. They're talking about it. This has been talked about more than ever before, which is a good thing. Okay, but until there's an official position, it's just chitter chatter. Look at this already. Al-Qadimi's office announces the arrest of 15 persons accused of burning the Al-Partai headquarters. Remember that? And they're burning the Kurdistan's flag. So it doesn't take them very long to find out who is behind this kind of stuff and arrest them. So the murders of these 8 people, I'm pretty sure, will be dealt with pretty swiftly. So yeah, I know you guys, I see it. There's more rate exchange talk, which is good. That's fine. Let them talk about it. We want to see an official position be taken, an official announcement be made. But until then, it's just people's opinions is all it is. Okay? So that's it for now, you guys. Look, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel. And I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later.